important organization called Youth Assisting Youth. Take it away, Marash.
If you're a young person at home watching and you've always wanted to get involved with your community, or if you know young people who could benefit from the helping hand of someone their own age, we're going to introduce you to an interesting community organization that's really reaching out in a new way. Managing Director for Youth Assisting Youth, Grant Peckford, is here, as well as mentor Mauricio Alvarez. Welcome to the program, gentlemen.
Thank you so much for having us.
Grant, let's start with you. Tell me a little bit more about Youth Assisting Youth.
Well, I don't want to sound like a fact card, but the description is we are a peer mentoring organization who matches young people 6 to 15 who have been identified at being at risk, and that's a really broad description. And we're matching them with young people 16 to 29, hence the Youth Assisting Youth and the peer-to-peer mentoring. We have a very large percentage of kids who are new to the country who are coming with a whole bunch of stuff, baggage that we can't even begin to imagine, and it's really, really important that they have that hand that reaches out to them so that they don't feel that they're alone, because they are struggling with a transition of living this way in this country and then coming to Canada and trying to navigate through the socialization and the education system, and it's a huge challenge. So for us, we're giving them a positive role model, someone who maybe has walked the same walk.
So you're pairing mentors with young people who are at risk, who have need for someone.
Exactly. We are trying to prevent trouble before trouble happens. That is the key for us, for our agency. Prevention is the key. And as the managing director today, I'm just the window dressing for the mentor that's sitting to my left, because that's what we're all about.
So tell us what it was that drew you to this program, because there are many different places in Toronto that you could volunteer your time. Why did you pick Youth Assisting Youth?
To me, it was about giving back to a community that I grew up in myself. I'm from the west end of Toronto, Rexdale. And to me, being able to mentor somebody and expand their horizon, just show them a scope that was much more than what they had anticipated growing up in a place like Rexdale, is what really attracted me to the program.
I think it's really heartwarming to know that there are so many young people in our city who want to get involved and give their time and volunteer. But let's talk about what it is that you actually do with these young people who are in need. Because I think people would say, I might have some time, but I don't know what to do with it. Can I really be of help? What is it that you do with the young people?
The great thing about it is that anybody could do this. If you've got a couple of hours off, if everybody that can enjoy a little bit of downtime can think of something to do, whether it's watch a movie, play video games, board games, talk, visit a restaurant. It's really as simple as whatever you would do in your own life. You can really bring that experience to this child, that you really take him out of his environment for a little while and let him understand that there is something else out there for him.
And I just wanted to jump here and say that the agency, we do put on events that support the matches, but the time that is spent together between the mentor and the mentee is determined by the two of them. We're not dictating as an agency that this is what you must do with that young person, because it really is important to feed their needs, and also we want a comfort level for the mentor. We don't want to say, okay, we want you to do this and this and this. For instance, they're interested in the arts, and we want them to do sports. It won't make a successful
There's
match.
got to be a level of compatibility that exists, and it's being the mentor, it's really finding that level that they feel comfortable at, and really catering to that. Even though you may not be sports enthusiast or an art enthusiast or whatever it is, you'd be surprised. Children really do adapt to it, and they really feel at ease with somebody that just wants to spend time with them.
Well, we've heard from this side of the equation, a mentor. You yourself have personal experience from the other side of the dynamic. What does a child who gets involved with this group benefit?
It's been my experience that they have someone who is listening to them, someone who is engaging them, and that's what it's all about. If you're dealing with a child coming from a single-parent home, or the dual, however you say
dual income.
The dual income, it's a time factor, and I think just having someone who cares is really, that's the beginning. I think the events and the games and the activities and all the rest of that are wonderful, but it truly is that this child now has someone who they can depend on, someone that matters to them and vice versa. That's the key. I mean, I said to you when we spoke before we came on air that I am one of those kids. I came from the single-parent home and did not have the positive role model, and I didn't grow up until I was in my 30s. We don't want to see that. We want to provide that young person with an opportunity to role model or model someone that's positive, that's going to bring something to their life, but ultimately you get a huge return on your investment too.
It's true. Like he was mentioning, it's about putting the focus and the spotlight on the child. The child may not come from the worst environment, but it's just giving them that limelight to shine, giving them that opportunity to come out of their shell and really show you what they're all about, and taking that back to school, back to, society in general.
I think we give them a voice.
That's right.
I think we give them a voice. We give them an opportunity to be heard.
Well, I mean, as adults, we're all seeking for acknowledgement with the things that we deal with in our life. And it's important to remember that young people need that very same outlet. So you are looking specifically for anyone who wants to get involved, but there's a need for young men.
Yes.
Quickly, Grant, just tell us what the age bracket is.
Yes, we just relaunched our recruitment campaign that's targeting males, 16 to 29. We cannot match boys 11 to 14 with females. The needs are just too huge, and hormones and all of those things going on. We don't want to lose sight of that. So it really is, this is not your A student. This is your solid C. This is someone who has decided, you know what, I've got some time. I've got the ability to give back to my community and to a young person within my community. That's what it's all about. I want to keep them from either going down that road that I did, or alternatively, I've just got time.
So you're not looking for top athletes to mentor sports-wise or top academics. You just want young men between 16 to 29 who have time to give a young person.
Exactly.
Excellent. I know everyone at home is either one of those people or certainly knows one of those people, and if you've got time to give, this is an organization that can really benefit from it. Thanks, gentlemen.
Thank you.
For more information, yay.org is where you go, and here's some more info. I know you need it.
Thank you so much.